If you're overly superstitious or play in an organized sport, then you likely have some form of ritual or routine you follow both before and during the game. Maybe it's a pre-game dinner that's always the same. Perhaps you must hop on one foot 5 times before going out onto the field. Whatever it is, we know athletes are pretty superstitious, and we have several professional athletes with some of the strangest rituals. Before we start, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on one of our excellent videos. Serena's Superstitions. She's won dozens of titles and is considered one of the best tennis players ever. Of course, we're talking about Serena Williams. Now, you'd think that someone who has won 7 Wimbledon titles would rely solely on their skill to get things done. Not Serena. This 36-year-old star is incredibly superstitious, and it shows. For instance, she'll bounce the ball 5 times before her first serve and twice before her second. She ties her shoes a certain way before getting on the court, and she'll use the same pair of socks throughout an entire tournament. Slapdown. While he's now retired, John Henderson enjoyed a 10-year career with the NFL with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. At 6 foot 7 inches and 330 pounds, this defensive tackle was not someone to mess with, unless you were the team trainer. That's because Johnson needed the trainer to perform a strange ritual right before every kickoff. Before getting psyched up, the 2-time Pro Bowler finished off his pregame ritual by getting the trainer to slap him really hard across the face. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Going GOAT. Let's take a quick detour from the athletes for a second to acknowledge the coaches. If we're being honest, they can get just as involved in the action on the field, and that includes the strange game rituals. Take former Oakland State and LSU coach Les Miles. When this coach wasn't calling plays and directing his football teams, cameras caught him reaching down and snacking on the grass. That's right. On many occasions, Miles went full GOAT and would snack away on the turf, developing quite the reputation in the process. Terry's dedication. NBA guard Jason Terry has played for a range of teams, from the Atlanta Hawks to the Dallas Mavericks to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yet, through every one of these career changes, the one constant has been his pre- and in-game rituals. Before the game, Terry would always snack on some chicken. Then, during a game, he would go through 5 pairs of socks before the final whistle. Maybe that's not even the strangest ritual. You see, this NBAer also made sure that the night before the game, he slept wearing the shorts of the opposing team. Strange sticks. Hockey players are definitely superstitious, and like any professional athlete, they have their range of bizarre activities. While we could go on and on about all the things NHLers do, we'll focus on one rather disturbing and disgusting ritual. From the mid-1990s to the early 2000s, Bruce Gardner enjoyed a decent career with the likes of the Ottawa Senators, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Columbus Blue Jackets. If you ask Gardner what helped that happen, he'd likely tell you about how he'd dip his stick in the toilet before every game. Because everyone knows toilet water makes you a better player? Not apple juice. Speaking of toilet-related stuff, there are a small number of professional athletes that actually insist on drinking their urine as a game day ritual. For instance, MMA fighter Lyoto Machida admits he must have a warm glass of his own product every morning. The Brazilian fighter says it's a tradition handed down from his father. Given his extensive UFC career, we guess it works. Although, if he ever offers you a glass of warm apple juice, we suggest you don't drink it. Like Mike. Kobe versus Jordan. We're not getting into that debate here, and you can save it for the comment section. That said, there is no disputing the greatness that was Michael Jordan. The legendary Chicago Bull dominated the court and led his team to several NBA championships, but it wasn't without a little superstition. Ever notice Jordan's baggy shorts? Well, he had them that large so he could wear his college shorts underneath. That's right, beneath that Chicago outfit, number 23 always had on his UNC game shorts. Neurotic Nadal. When it comes to the tennis court, there is only one king of the clay, Rafael Nadal. We could go on and on about all the things he's accomplished in tennis, but it's Nadal's rituals and superstitions that we're all here to see. 45 minutes before every match, he has a cold shower. After every point, Nadal will towel down. He always points his drinking bottles towards the end of the court he is playing on and never stands up from his chair before his opponent. Sounds superstitious to us. Even the cheerleaders. In the United States, cheerleading is serious business. After all, there are even movies about cheerleading competitions. It's that much of a competitive sport. Naturally, cheerleaders have their long list of superstitions and rituals that they follow. From taping their wrists and ankles in the same order every time, to wearing the same sports bra for every competition, things can get pretty specific. Some cheerleaders even admit to never washing their outfits after a win and never shaving their legs before a competition. Babe Ruth. Everyone knows who Babe Ruth is. If you don't, well, you've taken a wrong turn somewhere. We'll let you research all his amazing stats for yourself. We're here for the superstitions. For instance, during games, the great Bambino always made a point of touching second base when he came in from the outfield. If he forgot, he'd run out and do it before the next inning started. Ruth also never lent his bats to anyone and had a habit of wearing women's stockings away from the game because it was believed to bring good luck. You can't argue with that. Well, how do those superstitions and rituals compare with your own? Tell us in the comments because we always love hearing from our viewers. When you've done that, check out our other videos at TheRichest and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you around. Bye-bye for now.